At the end of your pattern that you want to add another additional pattern like a tape, you can use a binding here. It's a binding tool. It's add another fabric here. It's for 3D. It's not important from where do you want to start. For example, from here, dragging your mouse, click in its way to suffer better defining your path. The click's not important. And go back to your first. It's for outline of your pattern. Nice. And as you can see, we have an additional fabric that's the binding here. That you can go in here and edit select binding. And as you can see, we have a special settings for that. Here you can change the widths, for example, a higher number. Let's just think now, simulate. And as you can see, it's our binding. Here is the length in centimeter. The particle distance is a lower number. This is an additional thickness for collision because there are 2 layers overlay them. And here, most important things, you can add another fabric here. For example, something like this, another fabric, and then you can select your binding, going to settings, and from here you can add another fabric. And as you can see, this is below that. And yeah, and here the type, it's under. You can make it over. For, as you can see, that color, that fabric, that's another fabric with another simulation, simulate. It's going above that. And this is on threads. So you can make it both over and below. As you can see, it's going over and below your pattern. Nice. And this is on threads. If you want to see the threads, you can go in here and select the top stitch A and top stitch B. And then as you can see the top stitch. For the top stitch, segment A and segment B, because this type is sewing at the top and the bottom of your outline segment. And if you want to another top stitch, you can go to the top stitch window, add a top stitch. For example, this is a top stitch. I explained it before. You can, for example, add a zigzag. And then going to the edit binding tool, select it, and for example, segment A, zigzag top stitch. You can change it. Or top stitch. So here you can change the top stitch form here. I explain it later. The turning mode, it's nice and important. When I explain the press tool, I explain them later. And that's it. As you can see, you can add another fabric like a type, like a taping tool around your outline. For example, here. Hello my friends, to continue these tutorials on YouTube, subscribe us, like us, and hit the bell icon. And now you will be alerted about all of the amazing videos that we release.